Welcome back for an episode of Cantona's Collar. Collar's up. How you been? It's been far too long, Mr. Johnson in Nelson.
It has been too long, and one thing I've been doing in the break is enjoying a little Swifty.
Well,
God, that sounds good, that does.
I know we've been a bit hit and miss the last few weeks, but I've not been hit and miss on my garage projects. I actually had a couple at a function in Wellington the other night. So yeah, they've been going down quite a chipper middle of the week. So I've opted for a hazy pernicious weed, which is a hazy IPA.
Sounds strong.
6%er. 6% strong.
Cheers, buddy. Can't remember when the last pod was. Probably a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
That is a monster.
Jesus, shout out Swifty. That's so good.
Lovely.
I can't figure out my background, so I've gone for record store. And who cares? What we need there is a Swifty T-shirt framed in the background with a Swifty cap on, with a Swifty Man United sponsored top.
that would be well. Let's. They obviously released the new United shirt last week, didn't they? And played in it against Nottingham Forest. Thoughts on the shirt? Thoughts on that shirt, mate? Apart from the fact you'd like a new sponsor on the front.
I like the collar aspect of it, so I'm going to get me one just so we can flick a collar up.
It reminds me of remember when Ronaldo came? But yeah, obviously. I mean that is the era where it was collars, wasn't it? But
or Cantona's collar. I can't believe you missed that.
Obviously, yeah, Cantona's collar. But obviously, in recent times when Ronaldo came back that season, I thought that was a gorgeous kit, wasn't it, with the collar? And that's it resembles a bit of that, doesn't it? Really.
Do you remember when? Do you remember when we launched the podcast and the very, very first kind of paragraph or sentence you said that the aim was to in the future get Cantona on the podcast, and I went no. The aim was to get sponsored by a beer company. And we have tried so much, haven't we? We've tried.
It's not over. It's not over. The season might be nearly over. Season's nearly over, but that's the pursuit isn't over. But what is definitely over is United guaranteed third. After
nice.
a brilliant result against Forest.
So going back to the beginning of the podcast as well, back in, I can't remember if we started it in August or July, whenever it was. Did we do it pre-season? But either way, I think we both said at the time we'd finished bottom 10, probably like 12 or I can't even remember. What did we say? Maybe I'm being a bit mean there, but we certainly didn't say third or top 6.
Yeah, I think we have to have a look at the end of season predictions and pull them out. But I think there was lots of optimism.
Okay.
About
so probably 8th or 9th or something.
Very optimistic, yeah.
Conference League.
But yeah, here we are, guaranteed Champions League. Really good performance against Nottingham Forest.
Second half.
I think the whole game. I thought we were brilliant all game. I think it was. The second half was definitely more lively. Yeah, I agree. Because it was.
We just don't finish, do we? We miss. I think we miss way too many easy opportunities for those boys at the end of the day, but we just seem to miss so many opportunities. We should have thumped a few teams this year by about 8-3 or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's a really good win. They scored 2 really good goals, but I think their goals. It's a week now, isn't it? I'm sure their goals came from mistakes from us giving the ball away. They broke and scored. I'm pretty sure that's how both of their goals were, with us being stupid on the ball. But I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, what I do remember is Elliot Anderson getting 2 really nice assists in that game, and what a stage and a platform for him to really put in a performance for Forest at the club where we're probably might have paid 60 or 70 million. After that, Forest are going to be wanting 100 million, aren't they? So, uh,
Do you think we're pole
different.
position now that Pep's? I think he was going to City if Pep was there. Uh, we must be pole position surely if now Pep's gone.
United are a huge club. I think we're forgetting that United are a, you know, massive, massive club, world's biggest club. And we're back in the Champions League spaces. Like that is, well, I mean, I find it hard, obviously, and you'd find it hard to go, well, who else would you go apart from United? I get, obviously, City have won lots of stuff, but surely United are still the biggest and the best as far as the dream, what you dream of, what you dreamed of, when he was 20 years ago when he was a little boy. So, he's got to be. If United want him, they'll get him.
Do you know who he's a fan of when he was younger?
Go on,
No. I honestly don't know. It'd be
go
interesting.
on. You go. I thought
I
you were
don't
going
know
to
where
say.
it's. No, I don't do stats. You do stats. So,
Well,
um,
you don't ask.
I
Don't
I
ask
thought
questions
you
you
were.
don't know answers to.
Well, now I've got a setup. I'm going to go. Well, I'll Google it for. I'll Google it for next week when we do post match thingy. But yeah, I think you're right. I enjoyed watching that game the other day. So many chances.
Lots of
Um,
chance.
it just
Lots of.
would have been nice
Mm.
to put a few more away, but good for old Chippy Tits, Luke Shaw, to get a goal because I've probably been one of his biggest critics, but he's been solid all season. He still won't cross the ball, which is infuriating, but he's been really solid. Him and Dallo, second half of the season, and again, I think we all weren't fans before Christmas, but they've done really well. And Dallo's done really well, which is I never thought I'd hear myself say that. I know he's been missing a couple of weeks, but those two have been really good.
Um. Oh, I mean, Shaw started every single game, hasn't he, this season? He's probably had his most consistent season. It's been nice that he's managed to chip in with a goal. I think first time since, was it 22 or 23? One of the two. I think maybe it was
Good
2023,
finish.
wasn't it? So yeah, good little
Really good
finish.
finish.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, do you know what? When I think about Luke Shaw and the goal, I actually do remember. I think he's only scored like 5 goals for United or something like that. I do actually remember like two of them quite vivid. I remember that one against Man City. Do you remember that one on the counter attack? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team.
No.
Yeah, I just meant random stuff like that. It's like he's only scored a handful. I can count as many goals Luke Shaw scored in his Man United career on one hand, and I can remember that one vividly. And obviously, the one against Forest. There you go. But yeah, not a couple of, quite a few chances, and Burmo hitting the post should have scored, and Burmo firing over the bar should have scored. He then gets one after Cunha's goal, which hits the back of the net. So good for him to actually finally get off the mark again and bit of confidence back. It's just the confidence thing, really, isn't it?
I, I think in Brumo and Cunha been getting a bit of slack, haven't they? But they've come into a really struggling United team. I, I think they've done. I think next season they'll both be fantastic. Need to get
Oh,
Mbemo into a starting spot. Um, More on the wing, I'd say. Ahmad, I, he's been poor. Do you think? Is that
yeah,
unfair?
yeah. I mean, you go back to goals and struggling United team, and do you know what? The three signings. Do you remember that photo? I think it was probably might have been our first podcast photo. To be fair, Barry, was a picture of Cunha, Sesko, and Mbeumo with their shirts up. The three big United signings. All those three players have scored, are in double digits for goals for United this season
It's
in
not
the Premier
bad.
League.
They're
And
three three
that's
brilliant
what you want,
signings,
isn't it? That's what you want.
and a goalkeeper that he's been
Yeah.
let down for the clean sheets. He really has. He's been let down for clean sheets, but he's been. He can't really give him player of the season, but um, if you have a second player of the season, he's in the shout, isn't he? Because Bruno's dragged us to that third spot. But Lamens, he's been outstanding.
Yeah.
Could he be
Uh,
player of the season? Because we wouldn't be third without him.
does there's still a few worrying signs about the amount of chances that we do get concede, as in like opposition do when we get exposed. either a midfield or a defence where we do have to rely on Lemens to pull out some big saves for us. I remember a couple of them against in that Forest game alone. But
Yeah.
is it a midfield? I mean, like Casemiro and Kobe, you wouldn't change them for anyone, But um, I'm saying our defence is pretty solid these days. The system or the style of play just seems to um have a few weaknesses when it comes to being being vulnerable on the counter.
We still need a major overhaul, I think, but we're certainly in better shape than what we were. Because if you last couple of games, when you look at our bench, I kind of feel for Zertsky as well. He comes on, or I know he started, but he's kind of gone now, hasn't he? You can't you can't chuck someone on that isn't playing week in, week out and expect him to do stuff. So it's a bit unfair in him, but he's probably going to go, isn't he, old Zertsky?
Yeah,
We won't be
maybe
getting
chance
Hoyland
towards the
back.
end.
Yeah, we won't be getting Hoyland back because I think he has to sign for Napoli because they hit Champions League, I think. I think Scott McTominay scored a game last week. How do we let him go? Oh, kills me. That'd be good. All right, well, okay, well, we'll take that 3 points and we'll
Yeah,
wrap it up. Well, I guess we probably
but I
probably
just
should mention that Bruno got
yeah,
20 assists.
yeah, probably two more than that. Was that a penalty against
Oh,
United?
hell no. No.
Was that
But
handball?
we
No,
but yeah, it is.
not
But
not.
we're
Right.
owed one because the Ahmad penalty we didn't get. There was another one recently. So I think I don't. You can't give a goal like that, can you? It's
Nah,
handball.
it's handball. Yeah, got away with that one. Bruno 20 assists, equal record
Henri and De Bruyne.
assists. Is he going to break the records with one game to go?
Well, he should have had four in this game. Some of
Yeah.
the finishing was that bloody bad. So I think he'll make it. But it was funny the other day listening to one of the other shows saying, "Who cares about assists? when when did we ever care about assists?" And yeah, it's such a massive thing now, isn't it? It's funny that we're always talking about it. And think back to when we were playing football. You give a crap who assisted the ball. It was all
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
goal scorer.
yeah.
And I haven't thought about it like that in so long until it was Keno that said it. I was thinking, fuck, that's funny. That's funny.
Um, and then Casemiro last home game,
Yeah, he
United.
looked gutted, didn't he? So it's the new flag was pretty cool. That
Yeah.
they made for him. I didn't know what it said. Can't speak Spanish.
Um, yeah, what a great send off. What a connection with the fans. What a brilliant player. What a way to let
Yeah.
end your career at United on a high. You can go for too long or you can not have a good season and kind of hang it up afterwards, or you push on for longer than you need to. But he's what a player he's been this season for us, and
A,
what a,
a worthy number 18.
yeah, it's going to be big shoes to fill.
We have to bloody fill them somehow, matey. But yeah, all right. That's the Forest game sorted. So we've got one game left. Cemented third, which is friggin' nice. What do you reckon he'll do? Because they haven't announced him to be a manager yet. Is he going to give a few of the young boys a run out? Obviously, some of the team have got World Cup coming up. Casemiro want to probably say goodbye to the away fans, which are kind of the best away fans on the land. But he's not going to want to play him too much, is he, before World Cup and all that? I imagine a lot of those guys will come off, wouldn't they?
So I'm surprised you've not hit me up with one thing, being Cunha, uh, and that deal with the with the Brazilian FA. But
Forgot about that.
I'm pretty sure there's a deal in place for Casemiro to be fresh for the Brazilian World Cup,
No,
and he's
there's not.
probably not going to play a full game. Nah, I'm just joking. Look, I don't know. I thought they were going to announce Carrick in the speeches afterwards. I really thought that was the time to do it.
So did
Um,
I. Yeah.
yeah, they haven't done that for one reason or another, and it sounds like um, the backroom staff's not been confirmed, so that there's a bit of that kind of going on in the background. But what does he do against Brighton away? he's got to start a few youngsters, really. I mean, I thought he should have done it anyway, and we talked about this and had the opportunity to try and give some experience to some young boys, and he's
But
not
only
done
if
that.
they're ready, Camille. Only if they're ready. Obviously, something must have been. I know Shea Lacey had that issue of getting sent off or whatever happened to him, but he hasn't been featuring at all, has he? The Fletchers, obviously, one of those boys was in a little bit of trouble, and um, maybe it's just not. Maybe it's not their time. Maybe it's just go to Brighton. We've got a bit of pride to play for with how we've played this year. I don't. I don't think he'll put a weakened team out. I really don't. But
Nah.
hey, been wrong. Carrick hasn't put a weakened team out all since he's took over, hasn't he? It's always been the strongest 11 he could possibly put out.
Well, let's
I,
probably
I,
this is probably one to go through the team and just go who's going to start, because I think there's a bit of a should what's going to happen. I think we're both a little bit, none of us know. Um, yeah, what do you reckon? Quickly whiz through a first 11 for the last game of the season.
is Dallo fit?
I assume so. Why wouldn't it be?
You're supposed to look into this. It's a serious podcast. Why would you not know that? Well, he's not been because Mazraoui's been in. I'm just having a little bit look now. Here we go. Oh, I don't know how to work anything on my phone anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, well, let's go. So Lemen's in goal, obviously. Centre
Yeah.
backs, Martinez and Maguire. I thought Heaven was a bit unlucky to lose his spot.
Well, I said to you last time, I'd like to see Euro Heaven, that
He
partnership.
he can't put them both in. Euro's not good enough at the moment, but
Like those two.
ideally that's brilliant. But I think it needs to be Heaven and Maguire or Heaven and Martinez. But mate, I don't actually mind just selling Martinez and getting someone else. He's always injured.
Nah, so I reckon. Actually, did you see what Berbatov? Going slightly off, but I'll bring us slightly back. I'll bring us back on. What Berbatov said, or recommended.
Oh, Charlotte Swifty.
Hurt my ears, that one. Um,
That's the way they
but
brew the beer. So they brew the beer in a special way that when the water's down in Wanaka, I think it's got something to do with that crisp opening, Camille.
I don't think it does.
Don't be like that.
Uh, Berbatov going, try experiment Martinez as that central defensive midfield role, because he's good on his feet. He has played there before at Ajax, which gives you the ability to throw in Heaven with Maguire or Heaven with Yoro, which
But
I actually quite
so you're
I quite
replacing.
like.
So just so we've got this on the record, you're replacing Casemiro with Martinez.
We're going to need more midfielders, and Elliot
No, no.
Anderson is not the midfielder to replace Casemiro. We saw that on the weekend, because he's an offensive, more offensive than he is defensive.
So you're thinking a formation change is coming? Do you reckon?
No,
Because you're playing Menu. Kobe's not getting dropped next year.
I'm just saying that I think that's a good. I quite like that as an option. So,
Okay, noted. So I'm just going to note that down. And I've got it underneath the Cunha Brazil deal. Martinez, new centre
defensive mid.
defensive midfielder.
So that's what he's going to do on against Brighton. He's going to start Euro Heaven, Luke Shaw left
No,
back.
no Maguire.
The guy can come on. He's going to start up front. I've not got there yet.
Come on, we'll be here. We'll be here all night with your bloody dreams and thingies, mate. Let's get through the team.
Euro Heaven. I think it'd be nice to see Martinez do that sense of defensive mid, but he's not right now. Fucking, I don't know. Casemiro's got to start, hasn't he? Really?
What's your back for? Because you're killing me here.
Euro,
You're
Euro,
going all over the
Euro
place.
Heaven. Euro Heaven.
And yeah, there's two more.
Yeah, well, sure.
Yeah, and
Mazraoui.
Mazraoui probably. Right, cool. You're mental, but I will go with Maguire and Martinez if fit.
I'm gonna go Manu Casemiro, and then I think we're gonna have a little bit of Martinez come in there for Casemiro partway through. Yeah. What's just happened? Honestly, this is like I don't know. This is like when I bet. You know, and you like, oh, this is this and this and this. And it's like massive odds, and you get a massive payout. It's one of those
You
ones.
should have put some money on some of those times I told you Casemiro was scoring at the beginning. I know I went with him every week after, but I was quite good at that. So obviously it's Menu, Casemiro, Bruno. I think Sesko must be injured because he's completely missed, isn't he, at the moment, not starting.
Yeah,
Um, so Ahmed on the right, Cunha on the left, and Bemo, probably.
in Burma. Yep.
And Bemo. Big
Be
Brian.
nice. Be nice to see Cheeto on the bench. Um,
I'd rather see Shea or Lacey on the bench.
but
You've
yeah,
gone on
it's.
about Cheeto. You've gone on about Cheeto for
I
so many
know.
weeks.
I know. I want to
Yeah,
see
you
it.
have. I think you will next year.
And Amarim tried him.
I thought you were going to see Amarin back as manager then. How do you feel about Amarin now? That now it's all like gone.
Forgot. I mean, it's all good and well when you got results going your ways, and life's good.
Mm.
United are winning games. We're Champions League with as high as we could have ever imagined to be at third place. It's easy when um things are positive, and everyone forgets about the Glazers. Everyone forgets about Ratcliffe's account and um Amarim and how miserable you were.
He broke my soul, and the fact that I had two of my friends telling me that Dorgu was a left back was breaking my soul as well. Um, that actually argued with me about him being a left back. I tell you what, I'd love to see Dorgu start on the left.
Oh yes,
Um,
forgot about that.
I'd love.
Completely forgot.
I'd. He's made such a good comeback. He looks really good to come back after a hamstring injury like that. And
He,
suffering a hamstring injury myself at the moment because I'm an athlete. Um, I know how hard it is to come back
how many
from a
games he
slight.
played?
Well, that doesn't matter. We're only we're only 4 games in, and I've only played one. So, but that's for different reasons for being old. But yeah, Dorgu. I'd love to see Dorgu on that left wing.
Mm.
I think he'd be brilliant. So I
So
don't.
Ahmad out.
We've got. I think Ahmed out, Cunha, or even a Bremer on the right wing. That's his
Yeah,
position. He's not played there all year. Yeah, I'm changing my thingy. I want Dorgu on the left, and Bremer on the right, and I go if Sesko's not fit, I'll go Cunha in the middle or a cheeky Shea Lacey.
yeah. I wonder if he actually brings Mason Mount in as well at some stage. But
Probably has to because I think he might be on the old full sale um, list, old Mason, which is a shame because I think he's a really good footballer, but just don't see where he fits in our team.
yeah,
Saying that, he'd be bloody good in Champions League, running around after all those guys that love a pass. We've got to think about that as well, actually, haven't we? So probably have to keep him.
well, to kind of finish things off, um, obviously England squad. It's just been announced this morning for us. Um,
That's our other podcast.
Well,
Um,
I'm bringing it back around because obviously Harry Maguire, he's been fantastic for United.
yeah,
Gutted, he's clearly gutted not to be playing his part for the country.
I think just
Um,
gutted for him about who he's brought in. Two players that haven't played most of the season.
yeah,
Maguire must feel really cheated. There must be. I don't understand it. I
but
can't get. Yeah.
there's some others as well. So obviously Foden and Palmer. And back to your Mason Mount comment, I think I'd like to see Mount go and bring Palmer in for United, and play him in that kind of role.
I've not really been impressed with Palmer this season, mate. I know you've got a bit of a. I know he's a player you like, but I just don't think he's been brilliant this season at all. He
Nah,
started off really well, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he started off really well, but I can't remember the last time he was really good, Kameel. But yeah, I don't know. Chelsea, they're going to. Well, we're not a Chelsea podcast, but they're going to have a clear out. But as long as Garnacho doesn't win anything, well, yeah. So Maguire, let's just talk about the other two players, mate, that we've got with Sancho and Rashford coming back. So do we think that'll happen?
coming back.
Well,
Nah,
they both haven't signed for the club, so we're expecting Rashford to go to Barcelona, but they're trying to haggle. And Sancho,
he's gone,
he
hasn't he?
stole a living.
He's got no contract.
He stole a
He's got
Europa League final living. He has. Has he not got? Has he not got another year?
no, he's done. It was a year
Are you
extension if he
sure?
wants to trigger it. Yeah, no, he's gone.
Oh, thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Hmm.
All right. Well, what we'll do, we will
Score
have a.
prediction.
Ooh, here we go. I am going to go. I'm going to go 4-3 to us because Brighton will definitely score. And I'm going to go Casemiro, Dorgu, Bruno.
I'm going to go 2-2.
Last game of the
But
season, you're going 2-2.
Bruno gets his assists.
Yeah,
Everyone's happy.
I don't care about assists. I'd like him to get it just to be above the other two, but yeah, I think Keno's right. Who fucking cares about assists? But he's so far ahead of assists than anyone else in the league. I think he's like 10 ahead, isn't he? Which is crazy.
That's like, even chances created. He's like
Yeah.
double the next the next person. It's contribution to the team matters, and should be recognised. So
Agree, mate. He's kept us in it. He's been a good captain this year. He's had a lot of people slagging him off, but he's literally dragged us.
I was speaking to somebody today. He goes, "Look, it's a different Bruno Fernandes. A long way from when we lost against Liverpool 7-1 or whatever it was, and he was asking to be subbed off.
Yeah,
He's a completely different player in person from an attitude from those days, isn't he? Where he's waving his arms, shrugging his shoulders, fuck it, and asking to come off is like the worst thing you can do, isn't it? As a Man United captain, so
yeah, absolutely.
so no. All right, mate. Well,
so we'll touch base on the old end of season one next week, won't we? We're playing 3 a.m. Monday morning, I think.
Yeah, about that.
So we'll touch base that week and we'll see what happens after that. Shout out Swifty. Hopefully Swifty and Garage Project come to the table.
Garage Project, not a bad 6%er.
Nice, mate. All right. Collars up, buddy.
Collars up. Come on, United, for the last time this season.
Go on, you Reds.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you, buddy.
You all right?